the other part-time attorney that I have is Kim Cunningham, who's here with us today. And if this money isn't approved through the counties, I assume that I would have to cut her salary. And I would like to leave her where she is because for what she does for my office is certainly worth it. And what I've done is I have someone who's willing to work at a full-time level for a little more than a part-time funding assistance. And that's why I come down to the counties to do this. For several years, I worked even from the first year I was in office, asked for funding and grants, and I oversee these grants. Most of the funding always goes through Frankfurt, and I do not have to handle the money. The only one that we have to deal with the money is through the in-home incarceration program, which perhaps is probably the one, I know you have one person that I employ in your county right now on one of my grants, currently speaking. But the in-home incarceration program is not what I'm asking money for. It's just to give you an example of the extra work that my office does. I put my name on the line. I accept the liabilities for those grants. And I receive no extra money for it. In your county, last year we saved $40,000 in Johnson County, $27,555 here in Lawrence County, and $23,000 something in Martin County. Now this coming year, because of House Bill 463, I anticipate we will be saving y'all more money than what we have in the past, simply because that bill says that we don't want to put people in jail. However, there are people who we don't want to turn loose back on the street. And we have luckily we're one of the few counties in Kentucky who has the in-home incarceration program that is like the one that we have here in Johnson, Martin, and Lawrence counties. Plus the fact that we have the Unite program, which gives us some funding that other counties don't have. And I don't know if you're aware of that in the state. When I go to the prosecutors conference, they're so jealous and envious of us that we do have some programs through Unite to help people get rehabilitation. So we work that into this program that we have for in-home incarceration. And like I said, that has saved you over $27,000 in jail costs. I will continue to seek those types of savings for your county as the Commonwealth Attorney. At this point in time, I'm asking for $500 quarterly to fund this position of a person who really is almost at a part-time level funding, but she's willing to work, and I'd like to keep her at all possible. And I cannot do that without your help and assistance. Do y'all have any questions?
Basically, what you want is $2,000 per year for 2 years.
Yes, that's all.
And she said if the grant goes through next year, she might not even need it next year.
Right, so y'all always keep asking for a grant to cover this position.
But you need to do it
And
for
it's likely.
2012.
Yes, and if it's likely I can get it because we have done so well. We've never had a problem with the Amber grants. And they said they would have given it to us this year, but they didn't have any money. So it wasn't something we did that we didn't get the grant. It was just that there was no money.
And it does save us money because she gets them out on that release. I mean, that saves us a fortune in hospital costs because every time they get in there, they got something wrong.
Yeah, the $27,000 doesn't count hospital costs per
They
se.
don't even count the hospital.
This is just to stay in.
One of the masters brought up was any way possible we could okay it for a year, and then if you need it for the second year, come back to us again, would that be okay?
Sure, I just like to give her some longevity,
Yeah.
to think in terms of working for us, because she's about ready to find another job.
What I was referring to was John brought up, that I would like to see what he's saving the county. I want to see after 1 year, if it saves the county.
You said it starts in January?
January.
Now, this job that I'm talking about won't save your county money. The $2,000 won't save you money. That's a separate program. The program that I'm talking about that saves you money is one that I will continue to have as long as I get my grants, which I think we will because they love our program. We save you money every year that I've had the program. It just so happens I just gave in the county for last year, which was $27,555, not counting medical costs. But we will continue with that. So this money that I'm asking for doesn't have anything to do with in-home incarceration. That's another grant that I oversee. You see what I'm saying? You're going to get that even if you don't give me the money. Okay? You're going to get it anyway. I'm still going to save the money. It's just that with this program, I am in need to maintain the staff at a level that I've had in the past. And that's what I'm asking you, because I would have to take the money out of Kim's part-time salary, and I really don't want to. Does that make that more clear to you, that I would continue to bring that money saving to you no matter what? But I might have to cut one of the people in your county salary if I
It was
don't.
my understanding from talking to David Blankenship that when you lost the funding, that he lost his job.
That's right, that's who's being terminated.
So how would the money that they, the court gave here affect Kim's position?
Because if I don't have enough money to keep her full-time, she's willing to work for just a
She's
little bit of
part-time now,
money.
isn't
Kim is,
she? Yes.
and so is David.
But he's the one that lost his position.
Yes,
from
he's
November,
losing
not
his
Kim.
position, and the attorney that I have in my office has been full-time, and I would like to keep her at full-time.
Who's
Yeah.
full-time? Kim's part-time.
If I can speak,
You're part-time, aren't you?
and Melissa's full-time.
Oh, okay.
And in order to keep her, one of the things that they're talking about having to do is cut my funding in order to maintain Melissa's position. That's the my position.
And David loses his job.
And he's already gone.
He will be gone in November.
How much are the other counties getting?
How much do other counties do Commonwealth attorneys across the state, they give
No, how much is Johnson and Martin County giving you to?
$2,000. I'm asking the same from each county. I'm cheered. And I don't know how much y'all pay the county, but almost every county pays county attorney's offices money. Give them supplemental income, am I correct, Mike?
Yeah.
But I have never asked for anything. Thank you.
We'll have to make this at first reading because there's been some substantial changes that are being proposed and all increases like those.
So we need to go ahead and do that number 23 times to kill the motion on that too.
Yeah, this kid's, which one? 20?
Number 20, we need to do that 3 times to kill it.
No, just to make it a first reading instead of second reading.
Okay.
And then, but you'll have to look at these numbers. Mr. Grayson, you had a complaint. He have these numbers?
I'll give you a copy.
Chris will give you a copy, Mark. Look at that, see if that don't address the problem.
On this reapportionment, I'm glad this comes around every 10 years. It's been a learning process. There was some confusion over the calculation of what we need to be within, and I think the reapportionment board has done what they could do with the information we had, and I think it's been a learning process for everybody. But there's been one of my deputies, Gray Maynard, has worked with Eric at FIFO after Mark had raised concern about this. So we've looked at this, and we've got 3 proposals before you. I talked to each one of you. To keep it at 4 districts, let me give you the population. It's 15,860. The population before any changes of District 1 is 4318. District 2 is 4315. District 3 was 3603. And District 4 was 3610. It put us, we had a 2 bigger margin between District 1 and 2 had too much population. District 3 and 4 didn't have enough. So the proposal would be proposal 2. There's 3 in front of you, but the best one that would be less, effect on the voters is actually moving the Richardson precinct, which is currently in Bill's district. It would be moving it to Earl's district, bringing him to a population of 4,086. He would be within that range. The next proposal would be to move the Meadowbrook precinct, which is currently John Jay's district, District 2, would move that to District 4, to Bill's district, and would bring him to a population of 3836. And the problem we run into is there was only certain places he could give away population, and the best that we could come up with would be starting over in the Greenbrier area and Five Forks, everything to towards 23, going out Waller Branch around Fuller's and dropping off. It would give that population into District 2 and would ran John Jay's district 3880. So they're just within like 200 population, within the district. It gets it more in line. So that would be, you know, it is gonna affect, 3 of my poll workers because they live within that depot precinct. That'll be something we have to deal with, and I wanna tell the fiscal court, moving people from Morris's district, to Spring Hill precinct is we're gonna put more people voting in there. But the state has not a number of how many can vote in one precinct. So I would ask the court to take this into consideration too. I hadn't spoke to y'all about that. There may be a possibility down the road, which just don't take effect until, our term's in. But, it'll be the next election when these districts take effect. But we may need an additional machine in Spring Hill to accommodate the voters. With the paper machines with the E-slates, we can vote more people, but you are adding more people to Spring Hill, and they're already at large, and like I said, there used to be a set number, but proposal 2 looks like it would be the best interest, that would not affect too many people. Right.
That's what everybody's kind of agreed on.
Yeah, that's what seems to be what everybody's agreed on.
Not everybody knows voting machines to pay up $25,000 a year for another district.
Right, yeah, you're looking at possibly $5,000 per machine compared to, the 5th district in Austin County. That's substantial amount of money.
What was the proposal on this 5th district would be what, in just in case? The 5th district would be where,
Would consist of,
East Louisa, West Louisa?
yes, it would take in all the town precincts and take in depot. I don't have a color copy, Mike, I can show you.
Okay, I'll look at it.
So Mike, we don't have to do like a free motion thing and kill them and take off the 21?
No, just, I mean, if this is what you all want to go with, since you've already had your first reading, but you've made so many changes to what your proposal was, just make this the first reading under this, proposal 2, more districts proposal 2. If that's what you guys want. Has everybody had a chance to read it?
Everybody agree on that? Okay, so we need to make a motion to do the first reading on this new reapportionment.
I'll make the motion.
Motion made, second.
Proposal number 2.
That's motion number 2, yeah.
Awesome.
Okay, motion made by John Lee Master, second by Bill, all those in favor? All those opposed?